Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Today we present you with 10 WWE characters whose faces were never revealed on WWE TV. Number 10. Another McMahon. On June 11, 2007, following a storyline in which Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon's on-screen character, displayed progressively stranger and uncharacteristic mental tendencies, the McMahon character was seen entering his limousine, which promptly exploded. The explosion allegedly killed Mr. McMahon. His tragic demise was announced via the WWE's website, and a memorial episode was scheduled for June 25, 2007. The whole idea was to introduce us to another McMahon, Roderick McMahon. Roderick is Vince's real-life brother, and WWE was dead set on bringing him into the fold back in 2007. At the time, the company put the wheels in motion for bringing in Roderick during the Vince McMahon death angle. It was planned that Roderick's first appearance would take place at Vince's on-screen funeral. While Vince's character, and likely his real-life persona, is a very intense and unforgiving man, Roderick's on-screen persona was all set to be quite the opposite. Where the angle would have gone in the long term remains unclear, but Roderick would have effectively been portrayed as the anti-Vince despite being his flesh and blood. A series of horrific and tragic events transpired in which Chris Benoit and his family died, and the tribute to Mr. McMahon was shelved in favor of a tribute to Benoit, as the details surrounding his death had not been made publicly known. Number 9. Joey Numbers. When Taz joined the WWF, the former ECW star came in with a wave of momentum. But after defeating Kurt Angle in his debut at the Royal Rumble, the Human Suplex Machine quickly fell down the company's totem pole, with many of his feuds being long forgotten. What fans may remember, though, was Taz's occasional references to a Joey Numbers, an unseen mystery man who Taz would occasionally credit for helping him get some insider scoops. Despite the mystery, Joey Numbers never made it on screen, as mounting injuries meant that Taz was sitting full-time as a commentator alongside Michael Cole less than 3 years after debuting in the company. A popular theory online is that Joey Numbers was a reference to Joey Styles, the iconic voice of ECW, whom Taz would eventually commentate with when the brand was rebooted in 2006. That seems a bit too obvious though, and despite his weekly podcast, it seems the WWE Universe will never find out who Taz's mystery man was. Number 8. The guy who threw pie on Kevin Owens. In the United States, Independence Day is a truly monumental occasion, with millions of people across all 50 states coming together to celebrate freedom, patriotism, and the pursuit of happiness. But when Monday Night Raw hosted their own Independence Day party in 2016, things were not so peaceful, as a food fight left destruction and whipped cream everywhere. Even Kevin Owens, who had hidden during the fight, did not escape, as the mystery person pied the Canadian after the fight. A full investigation was held, with superstars like Tyler Breeze, Fandango, and Cesaro all being questioned, and while the Swiss Superman said he knew, he refused to say. The prime suspect, though, was Sami Zayn, Owens' former friend and nemesis, who was at the party but claimed his focus was making sure no one ate his beans. After months of investigating and countless hours of work by the FBI, the WWE Universe never found the mysterious pastry bandit, and while Owens would win the Universal title not long after, we're sure he'll never look at a pie the same again. Number 7. The Gobbledygooker. For those of us born in the middle of the 1980s, the 1990 Survivor Series may well be the first real wrestling memory. The Undertaker arrived on the scene that night, causing many of us to have nightmares for the next few weeks. Funnily enough, however, the arrival of the man who would go on to have the most respected career in the business wasn't the main talking point coming out of the show some 28 years ago. No, the main thing to happen on that show at that time was actually the hatching of a giant egg. The egg had sat ominously for months, waiting to hatch, holding either secrets or something terrifying. It turned out that it actually just held Hector Guerrero in a big turkey suit, as Mean Gene Okerlund revealed what was known as the Gobbledygooker. At the time, many fans didn't know who the guy in the suit was, and it was never revealed on TV. The whole thing was obviously a sham and went nowhere fast. Needless to say, The Undertaker has experienced longer success.
Number 6. Who was behind GTV? Throughout 1999, vignettes featuring hidden camera footage began airing on WWF television. Whether it was Meat, who was caught cheating on Terry Runnels, or the very hilarious toilet segment featuring The Big Show and Val Venus. Guys, if you recollect, the footage starts off by showing Val Venus and Big Show in a men's washroom taking a leak. Val looks down at Show's dick and laughs loudly and says, "They call you the Big Show?" There were several stories regarding the man behind GTV. One such story is that these vignettes were originally referred to as GDTV, Gold Dust Television, with an intention of revealing Goldust as the one behind these vignettes. It was later renamed GTV as Goldust requested for his release. These vignettes ran for over a year and just ended out of nowhere. Some say it was Goldust, while others believe that it was actually one of the headbangers who was behind these vignettes, but Chris Jericho broke the news when he appeared as a guest on AfterBuzz and said that the man behind these vignettes was actually Tom Green. Tom Green was on MTV, and the WWE often did crossover promotions with MTV back then. Jericho said, "When I did the live with Chris Jericho with Stephanie at the Titan Studios, GTV was supposed to be Tom Green. Yes, and I just found out about it the other day." Number 5. The man in the bunny suit. Guys, remember the bunny alongside Adam Rose? When the bunny made his debut in WWE, he was described by Rose as a highly athletic individual in a rabbit suit. The bunny started getting involved with Rose's pre- and post-match shenanigans, often taunting, teasing, and even attacking Rose's opponents. Rose and the bunny teamed together at one point, but tension started building between the two when R-Truth suggested that the bunny was upstaging Rose. WWE fans expected him to be a wrestler, but his identity was kept a mystery and was never revealed on WWE TV. There were rumors that Sami Zayn or Zack Ryder were under the bunny mask. However, the mystery was finally solved outside of WWE when PJ Black, who worked in WWE as Justin Gabriel, turned out to be the real guy. He talked about his time in the bunny suit and some of the proposed plans for the character. In an interview, he said, "It started off as just a little character. Then it kind of evolved from that. Then I'm like, if I'm not going to be this Darewolf character, let me make this bunny really effing cool." Me and Adam Rose sat down and wrote out stories to make this bunny an evil bunny because he wanted to be a heel so bad. We wanted to do like the Donnie Darko thing. We had an awesome mask made by the people who do the Walking Dead makeup, the same people who make Kane's masks. We had things filmed, and all of these ideas to turn this bunny into an evil, sadistic character. Adam Rose was going to be like a Marilyn Manson character. Everything got shot down. Each time I'd come up with something or Adam would come up with something, it'd get shot down. An idea that I thought was great and everyone thought as it's more frustration. It gets disheartening. It makes you lose passion for what you're doing. He even stated that Vince McMahon once considered being the man in the bunny suit. Just imagine Vince revealing himself and saying the famous words, "It was me, WWE Universe. It was me all along." Number 4. Carl Anderson's hot Asian wife. Carl Anderson has teased on numerous occasions the fact that he has a #hot Asian wife. He spoke about his hot wife not only in his promos both in and out of WWE, but also on social media and podcasts. There has been little to no information about his so-called beautiful better half, let alone what she even looks like. For years, the identity of Carl Anderson's gorgeous spouse has been surrounded in mystery. He has mentioned it on the Talking Shop podcast, which he hosts with AJ Styles and Luke Gallows, and has even teased an appearance on the show. The curiosity of WWE fans grew so that his hot Asian wife eventually became a topic in several interviews with some WWE superstars like Becky Lynch and Luke Gallows, and they all confirmed that she's real and she's indeed a hot Asian lady. While we all expected her to show up on Raw or SmackDown, fans did get a glimpse of her during the WWE Hall of Fame 2016. He even posted her pics on his Twitter account. She's Vietnamese but was born in the Philippines. She's also a talented artist with her hand-painted wooden decorations. Number 3. Little Johnny. Heidenreich made his WWE debut on the September 29, 2003 episode of Raw. He was Vince's choice simply because he was big, muscular, and sweaty. This was one of Vince's bad choices as Heidenreich couldn't succeed because of his below-average wrestling skills. Anyways, Heidenreich claimed that he was being controlled by an unseen entity known as Little Johnny. Heidenreich further claimed that Little Johnny is a doll similar to George the Animal Steel's Mind, a split personality type deal. WWE writers and Vinnie Mac thankfully dropped the angle. In an interview in 2007, Heidenreich revealed that Little Johnny was actually meant to be a small doll that represented his inner child who was still angry at being born in a charity hospital. He stated that he used the character in OVW and brought the doll out to the ring with him in the same manner as Al Snow used to bring out the styrofoam head. According to Heidenreich, the angle was supposedly inspired by his own childhood, where he spoke to a doll himself at one point. Heidenreich was then sent to Ohio Valley Wrestling to further hone his skills. Number 2. Little Jimmy. It all started in the spring of 2011 when WWE decided to turn R-Truth heel and start a feud with John Cena. This was arguably R-Truth's most successful and entertaining period in WWE. Little Jimmy was R-Truth's imaginary friend. He, along with Little Jimmy, provided several LOL moments during that time. The segments were so good that WWE decided not only to showcase Little Jimmy's birthday segment on TV, but also to put Little Jimmy's unseen pictures on the WWE website. Little Jimmy has been in R-Truth's corner through his feud with John Cena and his segments with The Miz, not to mention several other LOL segments including Ricardo Rodriguez, Wade Barrett, and Triple H. WWE did the right thing by putting an end to it before it became stale. Number 1. Sister Abigail. The Eater of Worlds WrestleMania feud with Randy Orton reached a peak when Randy Orton burned down the Wyatt family compound, indicating that Abigail's remains were destroyed in the process. This segment created a lot of buzz when it was aired. However, WWE writers also got some heat when fans complained about the poor storyline surrounding Sister Abigail and Bray Wyatt. Just as we thought she was dead, Eric Rowan posted a cryptic picture on social media of a girl in a sheep mask. Who could she be? Sister Abigail or Sister Nero?
Well guys, that's our list. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 10 backstage leaks for 2019 currently circulating around WWE. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. If you did like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.